Our music is one of our greatest exports, but our wildlife could be another great industry if we protect it for future generations. Right now, it's threatened by illegal wildlife trade. So please, report wildlife crime and say no to illegal bushmeat.
For all-round entertainment, quality programs, NTA Lagos Channel 10. Oh, you carry the load. Oh, you carry the load. For children and family programs, NTA Lagos Channel 10. Where they entertain the people, only people they know. For the latest news and sports, NTA Lagos Channel 10. For classic night, where they work afar. Now we be the medium, where go represent your market. All round entertainment, oh, for everybody. Jolly, 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 jolly. Money tonight, oh, family station, oh, family station, oh, station for the people. NTA Lagos Channel 10. Station with a difference, oh, station with a difference, oh, station of excellence. NTA Lagos Channel 10. NTA Lagos Channel 10. Now the station for
NTA Lagos Channel 10 hereby advise the general public to make their suggestions, observations, and complaints on our transmission and programs to the following numbers: 006-286-9036 or 0810-910-6416, or email us at ntalagoschannel10gm@gmail.com or lagozone@nbc.gov.com.
NTA 10, station for excellence.
On the news tonight, Lagos State government set to invest more than 500 billion naira on infrastructure development and maintenance in 2024. Plus, President of Appeal Court constitutes election petition tribunal for National and State Houses of Assembly 2024 by-election. Good evening. You're welcome to the news at 7. I am Ntami Egbe. Now the news in detail. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says his administration will invest over 500 billion naira to develop and maintain the state's infrastructure in the year 2024. The State Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget disclosed this at a press conference during the analysis of the year 2025 budget at the State House Secretariat, Ikeja. Ese Onwamaka reports.
Analysis by the Lagos State government is aimed at deepening transparency and accountability to all stakeholders in the state. Giving an insight on what the year 2024 budget seeks to achieve, the Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget, Okpe George, disclosed that the budget titled Budget of Renewal will focus on the completion of ongoing infrastructural projects, improved healthcare systems, human capacity building, amongst others.
We're also looking at improved capacity to collect revenue as efficiently as possible by automating our tax administration and our EGIs and strengthening fiscal restraint. We're attracting investment through public-private partnerships by creating an enabling environment. This year 2024 budget intends to rely on strategic collaborations with the private sector for large-scale projects, thus maintaining fiscal sustainability and ensuring efficient delivery.
Also, it's about really optimizing all our internal systems to reduce waste and therefore have more additional funding to be able to drive these initiatives. So there's a lot of looking inwards, implementing technology to improve efficiencies, and also using technology to expand the tax net to capture those that were not in the tax bracket before.
The commissioner further noted that the state's 5-year agricultural roadmap stands as a testament to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's commitment in supporting farmers and enhancing the overall food systems in the state.
This initiative prompted by the state to allocate a total sum of 44.33 billion towards central food security, fostering projects such as the cattle feedlot project, the fish processing hub programs, and wholesale produce hub and markets. These endeavors aim to elevate food quality and reduce prices and optimize the agricultural sector in the long run.
The year 2024 budget, which has a total of 2.26 trillion naira, comprises of 1.3 trillion capital expenditure and 952 billion naira recurrent expenditure. In Lagos, S.A. Owamaka, NT News.
Moving on, to ensure peace and tranquility during and after the by-election in Surulere Federal Constituency 1, candidates of political parties contesting have signed a peace accord at the Lagos State Police Command Ikeja, where they pledged their readiness to eschew violence and also accept the outcome of the election. Mwabufel Unwe has the details.
Of Police Lagos State Command Fayode Adegoke in a town hall meeting with candidates for Surulere 1 by-election and other stakeholders from INEC, Lagos State Inter-Party Advisory Council, among others, assured of the command's preparedness to provide adequate security for free, fair and credible election come February 3rd, 2024.
And I'm assuring you that it's going to be very free. There will be no violence, there will be no intimidation. We will not give room for any talks to infiltrate the constituency where the election is taking place. Even talks within the area will be silenced before the election program.
He enjoined the candidates of political parties in attendance, including APC, PDP, LP, YPP, and NNPP, to comply with the electoral laws, after which, in their consensus, they signed peace accord to achieve seamless by-election.
Well, I am tremendously, happy with this signing of a peace accord. It goes a long way, to let everybody know that Saturday's election is going to be free and fair, and it's going to be violence-free. So
we know that we're entering a race where there will be winners and there will be losers. But it is only fair that they should not be impartial.
We only remind our people what we always tell them normally and what we are built of, to ensure that we have a peaceful election. And that's what we're going to have from our own part.
We also plead on how the collation center is going to be okay for us, because we are facing a lot of things when the election comes in.
The by-election in Surulere 1 Federal Constituency will be conducted to replace Femi Gbajabiamila, who is now the Chief of Staff to the President. In Lagos, Mwabufel NTA News.
Meanwhile, the National and State Houses of Assembly Election Petition Tribunal has been constituted to hear and determine petitions that may arise from the conduct of the Surulere 1 Federal Constituency by-election for 2024. This is in line with the powers conferred on the President of the Court of Appeal by the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. A statement by the Secretary, Election Petition Tribunal, Lagos State by-election, Ibrahim Mahmood Usman, says the Chief Judge of Lagos State's Justice Kazim Alogba has also granted the use of Roslyn Omotosho Courthouse, Ikeja, Lagos State for the use of the tribunal. The public is hereby advised to contact the court's Magistrate or Secretariat for further information. Away from by-elections, the Nigerian government proposed the relocation of agencies and departments within federal parastatals has ignited a lively debate, with opinions ranging from enthusiastic support to staunch opposition. While some view the plan as a strategic move to enhance efficiency and optimize administration, others express concerns rooted in political and regional considerations. Amidst this discourse, the No Alternative to Tinubu Shettima 2023, led by the National Coordinator, Vincent G. Uba, has issued a statement advocating for a broader perspective and patient understanding of the potential long-term benefits. Uba's statement challenges the traditional notion that government agencies must be confined solely to the capital city. He cites established practices in developed nations where strategic placement based on comparative advantage and ease of administration is prioritized over rigid geographical limitations. Furthermore, he emphasizes the unique qualifications of the current president to make such decisions, highlighting his background in administration and accounting as valuable assets for optimizing agency placements. However, the plan has not been without critics. Uba acknowledges the presence of unfavorable commentary which he attributes to politically and tribally motivated viewpoints. He passionately urges Nigerians to prioritize the potential national benefits over immediate anxieties and inconveniences. As examples of the president's commitment to progress, he cites ongoing efforts to combat corruption and sanitize the Federal Capital Territory. Recognizing the current economic hardship faced by the nation, Uba draws an analogy to a caring parent administering bitter medicine to a child for their ultimate well-being. He implores for patience and understanding, assuring the public that the president's actions, though potentially difficult in the short term, are designed to secure a brighter future for the nation. Uba's message concludes with a call for unity and unwavering support for the president, expressing firm belief that perseverance will yield positive outcomes. And moving on, collaborations with the private sector is key to addressing educational challenges and creating a more enabling environment for teachers and students to acquire quality and qualitative education that will help them live a successful, bright, and fulfilling future. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu stated this at a stakeholders forum to commemorate this year's International Day of Education. Ese Owamaka brings us this report.
There is no gainsaying that education is a human right, a public good, and a public responsibility with the potential of driving economic progress and building a more peaceful and sustainable society. In commemoration of this year's International Day of Education, a stakeholders forum was organized by the Lagos State Government Teaching Commission, TASCOM, with the aim of seeking transformative ways in enhancing the quality of education in Lagos State. Delivering his keynote address, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu called for more collaborative efforts in providing educational opportunities to all children in the state.
We want people that will sit and put in place, skills and knowledge that we can use to advance, the education sector. For us, we said that we need to tackle it in different verticals. Provide an enabling environment, curate the infrastructure and the process that can make it work, make sure that the pupils are encouraged, they are happy going to school, but more importantly, collaborate with stakeholders, collaborate with international organizations like Teach for Nigeria, and make sure that is an encompassment, is an embodiment of what works and what really, where need to be happening.
Stakeholders at the forum emphasized the role of qualified teachers and well-equipped students in changing the narrative of the Nigerian society.
The inequality and inequities that children face in our country today is one that is deeply systemic and complex. And if education is the only hope to lift every human being out of poverty.
We're taking this Teach for Nigeria program across Nigeria to all the 60s over the next 5 years.
In the mood of the celebration, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu promised a 50,000 naira incentive for each fellow of the Teach for Nigeria Institute for their efforts in enhancing the quality of education in Lagos State. In Lagos, Ese Owamaka, NT News.
We'll go on a short break. More reports afterwards. Please stay tuned.
Golden season, golden time to win. The rules are simple. Place bets on any sports event. Get promotional tickets. Take part in prize draws. It's golden season, golden time to win. Use the promo code to get your welcome bonus.
It's more Sonic time. It's not real. Listen to the last drop. Cherry frenzy. Good for me and you.
Malt Tonic is enriched with vitamins and minerals for that rush of vitality you need to reach greatness.
It's Malt Tonic time.
Davido, you've been nominated in multiple award categories. How do you stay winning?
Simple. I keep my eyes on the game.
You're welcome back. Chairman, Broadcasting Organization of Nigeria and Director General of the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, Alhaji Abdulhamid Dembo, says there is the need to harness the potential of the Nigerian creative industry by providing more opportunities that will project the positive image of the country as well as boosting its economic growth. The chairman stated this during a courtesy visit on the Lagos State Governor at Ikeja. Again, Ese Owamaka reports.
Economic sector of Lagos State, no doubt, is a key contributor to the state's economy and the nation at large. As such, it is poised for further growth in the coming years, hence the need to aid greater development of the sector to boost business opportunities and employment generation. The 10-man delegation led by the chairman of the Broadcasting Organization of Nigeria, BON, and the Director General of the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, Alhaji Abdulhamid Dembos, who was represented, were in Lagos to meet with Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and discuss ways to partner with the Lagos State government on projecting the positive image of Nigeria by hosting the first African Summit on Culture, Arts and Creative Industry.
Any area that is giving us good image today all over the world, I think entertainment industry is one of them. And because of this, we realize that there are enormous resources in that area that can equally be good for government and can be used equally to develop the entertainment industry as a whole, and this including the culture area. That is why BON and Broadcasters Magazine International came up with the idea of holding a summit on culture, arts and creative industry to bring to the front burner the resources there and what that can be used to develop the entertainment industry.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who was represented, gave the assurance that his administration is committed to making Lagos a 21st century economy through investments in the entertainment industry.
A few months back, we launched the city in engineering affair, and the idea is that the studios being well formalized. So what you are planning, I think, sir, it's good, and we will support you. Make sure that we also project the positive components of our country rather than the negative part.
The proposed first African Summit on Culture, Arts and Creative Industry, to be organized by the Broadcasting Organization of Nigeria, will strengthen the creative industry in Lagos.
BON being the largest users of music, films and all of that related content. So a partnership between the two will help Nigeria definitely.
We are hopeful that as we flesh it out, it will be to generate benefits that will be useful to both all the parties involved.
The executive delegation of the Broadcasting Organization of Nigeria was received by members of the State Executive Council. In Lagos, Ese Owamaka, NT News.
And from the foreign desk, Pakistan's former Prime Minister Imran Khan and his wife Bushra Bibi get 14 years jail term for corruption. Grace Agbalaka has details of this and more.
Former Prime Minister Imran Khan, who was ejected as Prime Minister by his opponent Shehbaz Sharif in 2022, is already serving a 3-year jail term for corruption. Imran Khan, who claimed that his numerous cases against him and his wife are politically motivated, has been jailed for 14 years, which is the second sentence handed to him in 2 days. The two sentences came just a week before the South Asian country is due to hold an election in which he is barred from standing. The court case on Tuesday, which he was sentenced 10 years imprisonment, involved leaking classified cases. Pakistan former Prime Minister Imran Khan, who was ejected as Prime Minister by his opponent Shehbaz Sharif in 2022, is already serving a 3-year jail term for corruption. Imran Khan, who claimed that the numerous cases against him and his wife are politically motivated, has been jailed for 14 years, which is the second sentence handed to him in 2 days. The two sentences came just a week before the South Asian country is due to hold an election in which he was barred from standing. The court case on Tuesday, which he was sentenced 10 years imprisonment, involved leaking classified documents, while the Wednesday case, which he and his wife was sentenced 14 years imprisonment, revolved around the accusation of them illegally selling state gifts. The court has also ordered the couples to pay a fine of about 1.5 billion rupees. Moving on, the President of the United States, Joe Biden, has promised that the U.S. will respond to attack on Tower 22, which led 3 U.S. military personnel dead and some wounded. Recently, the U.S. government has already been responding to attacks after attacks in the Middle East since 27 October 2023. They already included strikes against the bases operated by the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, the regime's most powerful military force rather than proxy militaries. The U.S. defense and security analyst, Professor Michael Clark, said what the American was trying to do was to be progressive in their response, always to respond to individual attack with another retaliation. And that is all on Foreign News. I am Grace Abalaka.
Let's join Abigail Ayotunde for latest on the entertainment scene.
In a recent interview with Cool FM, popular Nigerian singer and songwriter Oyinkansola Sarah Aderibigbe, better known as Ira Star, opened up about how she managed her emotion on stage. The rising star confessed that she often finds solace in crying and stressed that she cries a lot when going through a rough patch. In the interview, Star disclosed she is very emotional and likes to let it out. Despite this challenge, she is always determined to deliver a memorable performance for her fans. Ira Star revealed the importance of her mother's support during such moments. She shared how she reaches out to her mother, who reassures her with comforting words. The singer recounted one instance when her mother suggested she comes home if things were challenging. Moving on, Bukola Elemide, popularly known as Asha, one of Nigeria's most critical acclaimed musicians, who has spent nearly 2 decades dazzling fans with her music, has announced the release of her new single, Odo. The singer announced in an ex-post on January 30th, with fans excited to be getting new music from the artist, whose last release ran back to May 2022 with the children's lullaby, Little Darling. Known as one of Nigeria's finest composers, whose music packs significant African folk elements, Asha has been making rare exploration of Afro beats. On the foreign scene, Broadway legend Chita Rivera dies at 91. Broadway legend Chita Rivera, who brought about the roles in West Side Story and Chicago, has died at the age of 91. The Broadway legend, who originated the role of Anita in West Side Story, died on January 30th. It is with great sadness that Lisa Mondetta, the daughter of Chita Rivera, announces the death of her beloved mother, who died peacefully after a brief illness. Details surrounding Rivera's death have not been revealed. However, the statement notes the funeral will be private and that details of the memorial service will be shared in due course. Rivera was one of Broadway's most prestigious performers, with a career that went on for over 7 decades on the stage. Throughout her tenure, she was nominated for 10 Tony Awards, winning twice for Best Performance by Leading Actress in a Musical for The Ring in 1984 and Kiss of the Spider Woman in 1993. That's all on entertainment news. I am Abigail Ayotunde.
That's the news at 7 on NTA Lagos, Channel 10. Thanks for watching. I am Ntami Egbe. Up next is the news translation in Ogu with Jesuton Moses. Good evening.
mi ko do azato mi ko abo do Nigeria son NTA Jesuton Moses well ni no eni to government imatega awon leton Bajide Sanwo-Olu ko dopagbe to do akwe so na liver for day kawe ko won de yena kon do ogbonzon wiwaji na to dike mo do azon memele yin wiwa na to dike nu kon yi wa won ni mateme to hoye memite o me yin o gbere to na o ti to he ya kwa ìwúre to to àwọn ni mateme yin o me do holo to nu he eto ana de na o ti to nu wiwa he ya kwa ìwúre to àwọn ni mateme to hoye me ni sala mi ton ese wa waka he nu wa lote hengo do to titology where I mate holu do na I mate menule do o tito akwe hule hwe ton wa yo de he ko de akwe wo ri badofo na do di ke o mondo ye khore do nu he gan do nu kon yi ogbonu zon memele dali na do mondo onu ya I mate nothing do nu do ton le wa yo de he yo wa zo ton to gi gome na do di ke o mondo I mate no wa yo de he to nu kon yi to egbeso na do dike so moga na o no me hebo awu ni do tin na I matemele bi to pome to de na to dike mo no fo ibla na wa yi to suru lere si le no holome do de me na yo te no to na apa he titato na o se ho pe bi o to gbo Nigeria to me yo de ye mo no fo ibla lo wa yi matendo to kra wa yo de ai mate awon ni to si opono gan ko yero me o gbefi e to nu don to o to do gbefe voleme na do mo do ye wa do lo we me bo so de wo do po na do dike mo do ye ma don to kra to volo bra wenu le sa me don won bo fo we he tin to nu wa lo te ngo do pono ga ai mate awon ni ton ayo ade do hia to hwe to me do pono so hia I mate ta awon ni ton we ko wure awu na do dike mo do ye do alote na o danu wa bo so dike mo do me he na to dande pe won de he ma wa mo do na dike mo do pon le to ayi to wo le ponu fo we de mo kon na o vo lo bi bra mo kre to asa he na bra vo lo gbe mo kre to din we do hwe da ho tita o to gbo Nigeria ton ko yo de he do ogbe ayi to na to mo do ye do hwe he na to ko so ni eyin o ibla lo na wa yi to se si fifo me to gbon o anade me e o se to gbo Nigeria ton o hwe 1999 ton se da o aboji na me yin o nu konto na o wa zo we lo we yin o de he do hia do o we do hwe lo we yin o de he ye ko zedo ayi na do dike mo no to kasa kume na o we yiro me de pe wa yi to volo ibla go do ira kunu kwego to niya me mokere we ai mate holo awon to lo sukto den ko to hiado onu he gado we hogo we yo de he la to azo to wa na do mo do we ho to nu kon zindo to a yi mate lo me podo o we hihia podo we propo to awon ni mate me we yo de he e afọ ayi gaje bo so yo de he yinu kon do de he e kuno wa yi do to gbo ko nu kon le po me le do ayi ho to o holo we ai mate gado to nu he ba yo tito na do frin o we se o ho se asan e de ba to hoji to de he wa yi to ho me to wonu he to ni do en so me to ese won maka do hia do oyi me me ho ito gado we hogo to awon ni matemele won ye de he pe photo nu wa loji to fi de he de wete na do dike mo do we ho to ayi matelo me so nu kon do go e hafo na in lot of puja ye ka je so to no sin come me ko to do
inspiring station that others look up to. A station where professionalism and class come to play. So in whatever we do, be it news, sports, politics, information and culture, even in entertainment, tourism, education, documentaries and kids programming, we set the standard others want to beat. NTA 10, no one does it better. NTA 10, station for excellence. Think of into